Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith and I'm excited to be unboxing an expansion for Terraforming Mars called Venus Next. It's all about colonizing the clouds and taming the furnace below. When you open up the box, you'll be greeted with a rulebook, a very thin one at that, so we'll go over the few pages that you'll have to understand before going ahead with this one. We have the Venus board, which is obviously new for this expansion. New cards added in, floaters, wild resource, Venus tag are the main ones. Over here we have the Hoverlord milestone and the venue file award. We have a solar phase breakdown and then, most importantly, explanation about the solo variant included in this expansion. Again, you can pause the screen if you want to understand any of that a little better. But that's essentially it, just a couple pages in order to get you into the expansion. Inside the box, you're going to find one marker, which is going to be used as the Venus marker. We're going to see where that sits on the Venus board below very soon. Now we're going to take an up-close look at these cards that come inside of the Venus Next expansion. So this is the corporation section of the deck. So these are new corporations added into the game. If you want to see anyone specifically or read them, feel free to pause the screen in order to take them in. I'll do my best not to grab more than one at once as I cycle through these. They are very new cards, so some of them are together quite well. We also have Venus Next specific icons that you're going to see throughout this as well. So if you've played Terraforming Mars before, some of these icons are going to be brand new to you, especially the ones that have the V on them. So we're just going to move through all of the different cards. Again, the artwork, I'm not expecting anything less than stellar from the prior games, as I mentioned before. These are great looking. And again, the actual mechanics that you can play strategy-wise when you're playing through Terraforming Mars are fantastic, and any cards added into this game just add even more levels to this already fantastic series of games. So I'm excited to see what this is going to add into the base game experience. You've also got some pretty awesome artwork on almost every single one of these cards. I'm not seeing any that are pretty minor. Again, every once in a while you'll get a card that has a very minor area for artwork. There's more going on in the card itself. In most cases, though, the artwork takes up the majority of the card. But it's very, very well done. And there's quite a bit of cards here, so it might take me a bit to get to the end of this. But I want to show you each and every card here. And if you can and want to pause, as I mentioned before, you can do that if I'm moving too quickly, but hopefully this will give you a good idea of all the different cards in the game. That's a really fancy looking one there. Some research, hydrogen to Venus. So we know once we wrap around to the corporations, we'll be at the end of the deck, but it's a pretty sizable deck that I'm holding on to here. So do my best to keep it together so I don't drop it on you guys as I go through all these. Very, very nice. Very impressed with the cards. For now, just kind of oozing over the artwork as well as taking a look at some of the icons. Some of them I recognize right away, some of them not so much. They'll be new to me as well. There is certainly a lot going on here. There we go, all the way around to the corporation. So that is the pack of cards that come inside of Venus Next. Inside the box, you're also going to find the venue file award tile and below it the Hoverlord milestone tile. Last but not least is the Venus board itself, and that marker we talked about earlier, which is this large white cube, will be sitting on this track during the game. As an added bonus, during this unboxing video, I wanted to highlight a really awesome product for Terraforming Mars called the Helis and Elysium map pack, essentially. This is a double-sided board with Elysium, as you're seeing here, on one side, and then Helis on the other. Anytime in a board game, when you're predominantly changing the game board itself, it's going to have a major impact on replayability, and this is exactly what this set of boards is. It's going to allow you to play the game in different capacities with different changes in terms of the iconography on the game board and different levels of things like the temperature, for example. Things are going to shift here, and that's going to change how you strategize and play Terraforming Mars. So this is the Elysium side. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Helis side. So here is the Helis side of the board, and you'll already notice that the icons on Mars itself are the most noticeable change right out of the gates and have all shifted into different positions. Again, if you're looking for something to really shake it up replayability wise, this is the pack to get. And that is going to conclude the unboxing for the expansion Venus Next. Hopefully this helps you make an informed decision on whether or not this is an expansion you'd like to pick up for Terraforming Mars. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep on rolling solo.